Hey everyone, welcome back. Your favorite three slip fielders. Yes, we're back to our slip fielding positions because the last match were all distributed across. Didn't sound good. So three slips are back at three slips. Second slip we've got Raj. Third slip we've got Randeep, and I'm standing at first slip today. Uh, let's jump straight into the auditions. Yes, auditions for the Team India cricket test positions are still on. The second round's just wrapped up. We've got two games there, India A versus India D, where India A managed to win the game pretty convincingly and pretty huge win. And other interesting game is the B versus C, which ended up as a draw, but is a run fest, and we've got quite a lot of talking points there.
Yeah.
We'll start off with the first game, India A versus India D.
Um, India A is the one with Shreyas Iyer, right? Or is it India D?
No,
I
that's
can I
India
can't keep
D.
up with these acronyms. So
It's
That's
D.
D.
It's D.
it's D.
D.
Oh my gosh. I feel like that man's gonna be disappointed. Doesn't matter if he was in India A or India D. Um, but I really thought he was gonna come through good in this game because second
Mm.
game, surely he'll apply himself, right? And the man walked out with sunglasses to that. Did you see
Yeah.
him?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Sunglasses.
I did
Wait, sunglasses.
sunglasses and a duck.
Yeah. He got a big fat duck. Yeah.
Oh my God.
What an idiot. I still can't believe it. Like that was the highlight of the whole game for me. Just walks out like a rock star, thinking, he's Chris Gale. He's gonna score all the runs in the world. Comes in, block, 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 block. Tries to swing, no ding, and gone.
You know what the funny
I
thing
think,
is? His score for first innings in the previous game and in this game is very similar. In first game, he got 9 on the first innings and like 50 something. I think 50. How much was it? 54 in the second innings for the first game, and I think second game is very similar. Note for the first one and 50 something for the second one.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe let's go down the first innings. India A scored 290, and I was surprised to see them score that much when your top six or top seven did not, barely, managed to get the team. I think they lost 5 wickets before they crossed the total of 100. Number eight, eight and nine, or seven or eight,
yeah,
Mm.
seven or eight. Yeah,
seven and eight.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my God, 140 coming that lower in the order. Put them in the
That
better
man did
spot.
really well though. That Shams Mulani guy, I think he's an all-rounder because he also got wickets. I think more in the second innings, but I think he did really well. Probably the highlight for that team.
Mm.
Yeah, he
Um,
got 3 wickets in the second innings.
yeah. And again, I thought Mayank Agarwal would come good because that man really needs to do like this is it. If he
Mm.
doesn't perform now, he's out. Like you might as
Yeah.
well retire because you're never going to come back in the red ball fold. Um, and start just focusing on your T20 leagues because IPL a couple years, and then after that, go around the world, play IPL again. I mean, sorry, other PLs again.
Other
Other
PLs.
peers.
Uh, yeah, OPL.
Oh, I'm sure he would be welcome with open arms for our neighbors' league.
Sorry, I said OPLs, not OSLs.
No, I meant our neighbors meant both Sri Lanka and Bangladesh.
Ah, got me. Okay, got
Got
me.
you.
Gotcha, gotcha.
You meant BPL and SLPL. Sorry, my bad.
Or come down under for Big Bash.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it all depends. It all depends on how this man performs, at least in the Indian Premier League.
Yeah.
Moving down to India D's innings, India D's first innings, 183 all out, and again one person stands up, right? Scores more, literally more, just the 50.05% of the runs. Particle.
Yeah, I mean,
What a
I think
collapse.
he's been really good. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be one of those upcoming stars, someone to watch out in the next year or two.
but
He's
he got
had,
dropped, right? He got dropped
yeah,
because
I
he
was
was part
gonna,
of the India England squad, um, and not good enough to come back in.
yeah. But I think this audition so far is going progressing well, and if he continues, carries his
Yeah, I
form
mean,
into the rest of the
I
season.
I reckon he comes back in the team as soon as Sharma and Kohli retire. He'll be in the squad at least. But
And that's
another
not,
disappointment. You go on.
sorry, that Kohli and Rohit's retirement is not far away. So no,
Mm.
these all these boys should
Oh,
start
So
priming
I'm banking on Kohli playing till 40. So I don't know what you're talking about.
up. Hey,
a
Kohli playing
a
40 in
pure
the
test
white ball
cricket.
format. Not a red ball, I guess.
But so what? Just ODIs? We barely play ODIs anyway.
Hey, I want him to win a ODI World Cup. Close up.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
sure, but that just means he's gonna play 3 games a year. Or yeah, because it's six this year. Next year will be three. After that will be two. Um,
Uh,
but the other big disappointment for me was Sanju Samson. Try bat for that guy for so long. Try give him
yeah,
all the praise in the world.
Mm.
As soon as he gets a chance, he wets the
yeah.
bed.
I think I did call this out after his failed Sri Lankan series, and I think Sanju Samson
Yeah, you
should
did.
just focus on Rajasthan Royals, IPL only. Probably that's the only place where he performs. That's the only team that he shines.
Yeah,
Should
but
just say,
he needs to be given like longer chances, right? Because every now and then he comes into the squad, he doesn't get the runs, but he's only got given like two chances, and he's like, "Yep, I think this guy's gonna perform, so we'll just pull him in."
But that's the
But to
thing,
be honest, I think they will give him more chances in T20 internationals. I don't think he's ever gonna come into the Test fold.
Red Bull.
Again,
No.
we've got too many. Like we've got for keepers, we've got Bunt, we've got Jarrell.
Mm.
Rahul's like, I ain't going nowhere. I'll do whatever you want me to do. I'll keep also. Um, so yeah, I think there's no spot for Samson in the Red Bull.
and also if you look at Mr. Sanju Samson's stats, he's got more runs in T20s than list A or
In
first
first
class.
class.
So he's
Oh,
got he's got 3,000 odd runs in first class, and he's got
yeah.
6,000 odd runs in T20. So yeah, as I
There's your
said,
answer
just
then,
stick with
right? There's your
T20,
answer.
stick with
Yeah.
IPL, and yeah, I think that's probably where he's gonna retire, right?
Mm.
Guaranteed.
Just go
Yeah, I
around the
think
world and play Premier Leagues. That's all
Other
it is.
other PLs,
other
Other
PLs, yeah.
PLs.
more more
More this
else.
side of this part of India. Just go around this way. Don't go this.
But I
He
think I
he.
think oh,
Sorry, I was saying he plays for Rajasthan, and one of the other L's is not too far from where his base is.
yeah.
Could just hop the border, go to the other side, and play cricket.
But
Mm.
I think Ayer should be the one who's the most disappointed because I think he was in the fold, got
Yeah.
dropped, got into a controversy, came back, got some runs, and then not enough runs, and then now he wastes a chance like this. So
Two
come on,
chances or
mate.
four chances with
Yeah, four
similar
chances.
runs.
Like no, but every single chance. The problem was he lacked application every single time because he got
Mm.
runs last game, but no one
Mm.
cares about a quick 40 or a 50. Like you're an experienced player now. You need to get in there, stick yourself in on the pitch for as long as
Mm.
possible because it's a 5-day game. A 20 ball 50 don't matter no more.
Like
Um,
Another
Sham
disappointment.
Milani's game was much better. Like as in he's got higher score, but
yeah,
as in not from a runs perspective, but where that person came in and to 89 of 187, right? So obviously he stayed around to get runs
yeah,
or smash the
yeah,
bad balls, right?
yeah.
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 And you
Other
telling us
other
about
big.
the walking with the glasses?
Oh,
Drop
Well,
drop the attitude, get some basics back, but you know, Oh my God.
Like it wasn't even the spinners he was facing. He came in with a helmet on with glasses. It's already hard as it is. I mean, why do you want to make it harder? Ugh.
Oh my God.
Uh, other disappointment for me in this game is Rian Parag. He's
Oh yeah,
failed
I
two
had
out
no
of
hope from that guy anyway.
so he's
That
failed
guy's not
two
going to
out of
make it in the
three.
red ball.
Um, but looking into the second innings of India A, I think we've got two centuries there. Pratham Singh and Tilak Varma. I guess Tilak Varma is probably one of your potential next gen players.
Yeah,
Again, he's got a bit of stats. He's been picked up for a couple of tournaments. I guess sticking with him on a long run. Again, there's no spots, but I guess when it's, the likes of keep saying Rohit and Virat, and I'm sure when this is what episode 29, when we speak about in our episode 259, we'll still be saying very soon Virat and Rohit are gonna hang their boots.
Yeah.
I I actually reckon if they win the WTC final, they might both retire. If they don't win it, then I think Kohli will be like, yeah, one more.
One more.
Well,
Wait, who's Pratham
in
Singh? I haven't heard of much of him,
Yeah, looks good though,
now,
right?
but he's
yeah.
old. He's
How's
32.
he old? Oh, come on, mate. That's not that old.
He's 92 born.
Yeah,
As
that's not that
in,
old. That's not
no,
that old,
as
sir.
in, just to clarify,
Some,
just to clarify, what that
some people aren't even married yet.
hey, hey, Randeep, we didn't say that a 92 born was old. You said it.
no, no, let me explain what I meant by that. We've got all these other players compared to other players that are there, compared to other players that are in
Yeah.
the Duleep Trophy. I think, yeah, like he got a chance, did pretty well, pretty good innings, but yeah, I don't know if he'll get the promotion anyway. I haven't heard
So
much of
the
him.
man's
Yeah.
the man's the man's got two centuries in first class cricket, and
Mm,
they've come in two back-to-back games now. This game he got 100, and the last
yeah,
time he played a first class game, he scored
yeah.
169, his highest score.
Nice.
That's crazy. So he's finding some form now.
Finding
But
some
again,
form,
Tilak
but
Verma also.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
go on.
correct. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like again, I don't. Chances are, I don't know how much he'll get looked at for like a promotion or something like that compared to others. Yeah.
Yeah, I
He's
guess.
already opening the bat, boy. If he gets promoted anymore, he'll be out of the team.
No, not promoted in terms of order, but in terms of actually playing for like an India game or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the
Any
India,
promotion is just run around the ground. Just give batting coaches.
I think the India team curtains have come down on him probably a long time ago.
Yeah.
If
Mm,
we haven't been in that, if you're not a known name in the circuit by say you turn 26, 27, then you should probably just forget about it. Stick with your Ranjis and IPLs.
Yeah, but I think
yeah,
Sky kind of came in around like this age, right? He was when he was 33, 34. But
Exception is what I could say
yeah,
for Sky.
exactly, exactly. So I
yeah,
think the opener race already has too many candidates right now. We've got
Yeah,
Yashasvi. He's
mm,
barely cut 20, so we've got him, and then we've got
yeah.
Gil. Actually, Gil's one down now, right? Who
yeah.
else is there for the
Mm.
opening slot?
Probably Gill's gonna go up if Rohit hangs his shoes. Gill's gonna go up.
Ooh, do you reckon?
Oh,
What about when we go to the next game? There's another player. Abhimanyu Iswaran.
Oh
What's
yeah,
his
the
name?
captain of the India
Yeah,
C.
he carried us back through the whole
Yeah,
innings.
he did, but he did not have a great game in the last one. He didn't have a great
Last one.
start. Yeah.
Well,
So
can't have great games every game, Charlie. The game's not that easy.
well, I think if you're now uh, expecting a call into big boys arena, you gotta have great games
mm.
consistent.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, but let me quickly ask the stats guy what he averages around these days,
Who?
and then
For who?
Abhimanyu Iswaran to see how much he averages. Or he averages 48. Yeah, all right.
All right.
I think the
I
minimum
get,
minimum minimum average needed these days is 60 to be looked at in the Indian lens.
yeah.
So
And again, he's again at that approaching 30 mark.
Mm.
If he hasn't made, see, if Rohit hangs around for at least a year, this guy's going to be 30 plus. Right. And if you're making your international debut at 30 plus, and we say, all right, we're going to give him 6 months, or you're going to stick with him for at least 10 to 12 games,
Mm.
which is essentially a full year, right? So you're now looking at 31, and then your fitness would be questioned. If he's fit enough, all good. But if not, you're going to now start having to carry three openers with a sure shot that one of your opener is going to be injured halfway through.
just because he's old, I mean not old, but like just because he's like over 30.
Hey,
Yeah. Chai said that.
what do
Like,
you
Hang
Hey,
on.
this guy
I
is.
think even Rohit Sharma started tests pretty late.
Hmm.
mm.
I mean, I don't think he's that old. Like he's not even 30 yet, so we can't discount him that early. But again, I think the opener race is pretty packed on for now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's played quite a few teams. Like, I'm just looking at, it says, I don't know, again, looking at Crick Buzz. Sorry. See
Yeah.
how right this is going to be. But it says in other teams, something called Bengal. Bengal.
What? Bengal?
Bengal.
Yeah.
Bengal.
Yeah. Yeah.
The,
Ranji.
Huh?
Ranji.
oh, Ranji. I was like, what the
West
hell?
Bengal.
You know how India's a big country, Randeep?
Ah, yeah.
There's
No.
a eastern there's a
No.
the eastern
Nice.
side of India, the Kolkatas,
Kolkata's.
the Knight
Yes.
Riders, they come from the Bengals of the world.
Bengal. Got it. Got it.
Good, good.
All
Got
right,
it.
sweet.
Got it.
Quickly going back to the second innings or the fourth innings of the game, it was an uphill task chasing 488.
Yeah, yeah.
But again, a century in fourth innings by this dude, Ricky,
Bui.
he's, he's stuck to this crease for nearly 40 odd overs or 30
Yeah.
odd overs, which is good. And scoring, I mean, anyone that scores century on a last day of the game has respect, right? Uh,
Ah,
It takes a lot of effort to
he's
do
also
that.
from your land, Chai. Is this some partialness that we're seeing here, sir? Ah, ah.
Must be. Hey, he did play
Yeah.
for. Did he make any runs for Sunrisers?
Not just
IPL.
Sunrisers. He's also from Andhra under
Is he
19s.
Andhra?
Oh wait, sorry, you're from Telangana. Doesn't count. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Controversial chats later, later, later.
Hey, okay. To be, I'm from Andhra and Karnataka, so let's make it. Let's bring it in.
Ah, okay, 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 okay.
Um, yeah, so again, our big guns, or so-called big guns, Shreyas Iyer got a start, but again, one of those quick 40s when you're
Exactly.
essentially trying to save a game. Same goes with Sanju Samson. Again, a quick 40.
Mm.
And I don't know if you guys have watched the way he was dancing down the wicket, hitting over covers. I mean, man was in full flow, right? He was showcasing the talent, but I guess
He's peacocking.
people should have reminded him that he's auditioning for tests and not one days or T20s.
He, from his perspective, was like, I was just trying to chase to
Well,
480 down in less than a day. I can do it. Come on, guys. I believed in myself.
dude, you've come after what 4 or 5 wickets have gone down, so,
Mm.
and
And
you're
he had
batting
three
with
sixes.
Australia.
He hit three sixes in a first class
Yeah,
game. Come on, mate.
yeah, and I mean, as I said, he was dancing on. So he scored what 40 odd. He scored 30 from 6 balls, three sixes, three fours. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
disappeared.
All right. I think this is
Overall,
enough. This is enough for the batters, though. Let's quickly talk about the bowlers.
Mm.
I think we've missed the
yeah, yeah,
bowlers.
yeah.
Um,
First
anyone
inning,
strike your attention?
Harshit Rana from first innings
Yeah.
didn't have a great one in the second. Oh, he didn't actually bowl in the second.
Yeah, I didn't get to
No,
bowl.
he did. He did. He did. He didn't get a wicket. But I
Oh,
think
he
only the
didn't get.
first innings he got 4 wickets. The other guy was our own Khalil Ahmed. The standard T20 with paid vacation.
Yeah. Pretty expensive, all
He
right?
did well.
4.87 economy.
Yeah, that's. I was looking at. He got 3 wickets in the first innings.
Mm,
Nothing much on the second one.
1 wicket
Mm.
on the second one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
But
overall
Shams Mulani guy got more wickets than him. 3 wickets.
3 wickets in each, isn't it?
No, no, no.
No
Just one in
one.
the first one
No
and then
one
three in
in
the
the first
second
one. Yeah.
innings. Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah,
he got
overall,
runs
I
in the
guess
first innings.
it looked like every all of the bowlers pitching. There was no one person standing out in that entire 4 innings.
Yeah. Um, but that's not the case in the second game, sir. Did you see the
Second game
score?
is a run fest. Second
Run
game
first,
is
but did you also see the bowler in the second innings or the first innings? I think.
a
Yeah, I think first second innings.
Kambuch.
But yeah, 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 Cambodge. Eight
Yeah, eight
wickets.
eight wickets. Oh my
8 wickets
god.
in one innings.
Yeah, he was. I mean, I think what for
Uh,
the first, he got first 5 back to back, and
yeah,
then
yeah,
someone picked up the next one, and then yeah, uh, in a game that was heavily dominated by batters, everyone's talking about his bowling performance.
yeah.
So first innings, India C scored 525, and comeback man, uh, point to proof person, Ishan Kishan scores the lucky number 111.
1-1-1. No, he did good.
Poor guy did not
He
have
did
a
well.
live coverage of the game as well, but I think a good solid comeback statement. Uh,
Yeah.
or is it too early to say all that? Probably have to give him. We've got to watch the third round of the series.
But ain't no one saying anything about him now.
Nah.
Like, because the thing is, the way he batted, he took his time. He wasn't in any hurry. When he got his chance,
Mm.
he hit the balls, and he batted long enough for other people to get runs also. And the whole
Yeah.
team went on to get 525 runs. It's the
Yeah.
highest in this whole
Hi.
series so far.
I mean, it has been a while that in there has been a 500 plus score on
Yeah,
Indian pitches. So it's nice to see that. And the other good thing was every player except for their keeper got a decent start. Right, everyone's pitched in with a 40 odd score
yeah,
minimum. I'm talking about. And there's scores of 70s, 80s as well.
yeah.
And this is his first game,
But again, I
right?
think I really expected,
It's
yeah, first
this
game
is
back
first game. First
since
game
the controversy.
since yeah. But
Yeah.
that's a really good comeback as compared to our other guy, Mister. you know.
But in Ayer's defense, back then when the stuff happened, he actually went back
Yeah.
to Ranji ASAP, and he played the finals. I'm pretty sure,
Mm,
and he got
Yeah,
the
he
runs
did.
then too.
He
Yeah,
did
yeah,
go back to
and
Ranji straight
and
away.
I think he got runs
mm.
too. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, but I think I was pretty disappointed with Sai Sudarshan and Rajat Patidar though. So Patidar was also meant to be in the squad, and he got dropped. Um, Again, he had a terrible run with England, got ducks like no one's business,
Yeah.
and then he had a really good IPL season. So everyone's like, maybe he's got something. Then still not enough runs in the red ball lanes.
Yeah, and I think some of these players just need to get consistent. It can't be a hit and a miss. We've spoke so much about Sarfraz. He hasn't had a great series so far. He's come in. I think he's got what 150 plus score, or I don't think he's even scored a 50 in that first
No, I
game.
think he was not out in at like 40 something.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, but in saying that, the man averages 66 in first class cricket, so
I think
I'm
that's
sure
that
he'll come good.
exactly. I think that's what is keeping his name
But
floated among
I,
all other players.
I also don't think he's going to be in the 11. Sorry, sir. He did really good against England, but
Why?
he ain't going to be in the 11. It'll be KL Rahul because I think they
Yeah.
want him to be in the playing
Mm.
mix when they go to Australia.
Yeah.
Unless KL Rahul tanks the game really
Yeah,
badly, yeah, Sarfaraz probably won't feature.
that's true. That's true. KO
Or
has to mess up so badly to not be included. Surprise,
Or
strike rate's
or the
good, but
ballers
yeah,
will have or ballers will have to take him out by hitting his elbows and stuff. So get some injuries in.
yeah, or um, I actually think maybe we'll go one bowler light, like only have one pace
okay.
bowler, have three spinners, and then we can include everyone.
But that strategy would work only on Indian pitches. So this is your next
Yeah,
5 games,
that'd be
Yeah,
great.
and not.
No, no, there'll be an audition for whoever gets the runs gets to be in the 11 in
I think
Straya.
that probably is the strategy because they've only announced a squad for first test.
But,
yeah.
So,
yeah, yeah.
but
No, but maybe they also did that to keep everyone playing Duleep Trophy like competing. Like agar mara to pahunch jayenge.
I
But
think
sorry, I've got one more point though. I feel real bad for Baba Indrajit because that man's been at it for so long and he's been so consistent in the Ranji lands. He's gonna be. I think I've mentioned this before. He's gonna
Mm.
be our Subramaniam
uh,
Badrinath.
I do not.
Uh,
Yeah, I think
yeah.
we did touch upon it even in our last episode.
So that just means people need to go back and visit those episodes.
Yes, yes, episode 28. Just go back.
Um, yeah,
Big looking at the bowling, big disappointments. I think Washington Sundar, whom we kept banking on,
yeah.
did not get
Yeah.
anything. The other person that I spoke about, Nitish Kumar Reddy, didn't didn't have a good game as
He's an
well.
all-rounder, right? He's an all-rounder, right?
He's a bowling
Mm.
all rounder,
Yeah.
and if he gets it, I mean, he could be a potential. If he performs, he could be your potential Hardik Pandya or a better version of Shivam Dubey or a shorter
Better
version of Shivam.
version.
He feels
Because
well. He's good on
He
field.
feels well. I was about to say he feels
okay.
well.
All right.
That's what I was
All right.
about to say. He feels well.
He's good
That's
on the
the edge
field.
he's got. That's the edge that he feels well.
Because he came out to bat over Sundar in this game after
Yeah,
Rinku and above Sundar. So that must mean he bats really well.
he's your
Um,
your next Hardik Pandya
that'd be cool.
Mm.
That'd be so
if
good.
he performs
Yeah.
um, going to the India B first innings, and Raj, like you mentioned, the captain leading from the front and being the last man alive on that pitch.
Yeah.
Mm.
Carried the bat the whole way through. Look at him.
Yeah, that's
And it's a proper test innings too. Struck it at
Yeah.
54, grinding it out, try staying as long as
sticking.
possible.
Yeah, and this man's played almost half of the overs as well. He's played more than almost 50 overs of the
Yeah.
100 or so that they bowled or they faced.
The, the first partnership
Again,
with
Mushir
Abhimanyu
Khan,
and
Sarfraz Khan. Sorry, go
Jagadish,
ahead.
it's like, yeah, like the first partnership is like your typical true uh, test match, right? With 150,
Yeah,
157 and 70, a true test match like the olden times. But all the other games, it's like either one guy made a lot of runs, other couple of guys dropped. So this was good.
yeah. I
Yeah.
think just both the openers played well, and that they
Mm.
probably dragged the team across to that 300 mark. And if you see the rest of the scores, it's a
Same
hit or a
wins
miss.
mostly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one
Actually, quick
Mushir
question.
Khan, Sarfraz Khan, both of them failed here.
No, no,
Even
quick
Rinko.
question though. Thoughts on Sarfraz Khan staying back?
Sorry,
What
Sarfraz
back?
Khan's?
Staying back. So he's the only player that's in the squad, and he's stuck around to play Duleep Trophy.
Maybe, I mean, like we were chatting, the current team mix does not, they don't see him part of the playing 11 straight away. He's not even in that 12 probables as well.
Oh,
So,
whoa. So we think we don't think India's going to go bowler but one bowler light and
No.
accommodate Sarfraz and
Uh,
KL.
I don't think not at least not for the first game because India haven't played Test in a while. Bangladesh is coming off from a ridiculous high,
A bit
so
hot win.
yeah, so they just want to
Mm.
neutralize that. So I don't think they're gonna gamble much. It's gonna be your two pacers, three spinners, three of them. You've got all three of them can bat as well. So it's essentially batting till number nine, and then the two pace bowlers. Yeah, I think that's your pretty stock standard Indian subcontinent wicket team selection.
Yeah, that's fair. Um, yeah, and then in terms of the bowlers, I don't think outside of Cambodge anyone really stood out, right?
Mukesh Kumar, even though I mean, first innings when you've got a team scoring 500 runs, everyone, or most of the bowlers would have considered 100 runs as well. But
Yeah,
this man's got four wickets. It's nice to see a pace bowler, and I think was it Zimbabwe tour where Khalil Ahmed
Mm.
and Mukesh Kumar were playing together, and Mukesh was outperforming Khalil
yeah,
consistently.
yeah. And I
But
mean, a lot of overs to bowl too in one innings, 32 overs for a fast bowler.
yeah, and on the contrary, on the other side, Rahul Chahar, he's that leg spinner, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, so he's got four wickets. So I think the pitch seemed pretty flat with the way the runs were flowing through, but it was nice to see Kamboj and Chahar getting wickets. So
yeah.
definite prospects for some of those non-spin friendly wickets, likes of South Africa. You could These guys are all wrist spinners. So I think
I
that
guess
apart from that, sorry, go ahead.
a bit of a dip for Navdeep Saini this game.
Yeah,
Mm.
he did not get any wicket. Oh, he got only one wicket.
One
But
wicket and a duck
yeah,
after that massive
I think,
oldie.
I think this is what I think the theme of this episode is. Everyone has to be consistent. You can't have a hit or a miss and then expect to be picked up for the India squad.
Yeah, yeah.
Has there been someone that's been consistent through the two rounds? Like we've always seen this either first innings they're like really good batting or bowling, and then second innings is a bit of a bust. We haven't seen
Uh,
Yeah, but again, I don't think we can expect them to score runs in every single innings. But I think it's more around like I, I just think look, Mushir getting out for one run, I think that's okay. But
yeah.
Ayer not applying himself and just like trying to hit sixes, not okay.
Mm.
Not okay,
yeah,
because especially because he's an experienced player now. He's like
Yeah.
performed at the international for so long. He needs to be there. Like he needs to stick
Mm.
around. And like he's such a good red ball player too. He looks so good when he
Mm.
defends, and he looks so good when he swings the bat. So come on, man. Like people are rooting for him. He needs
Yeah.
to do better.
Oh, well, there are two more tests in this series that are pending. Um, going to be starting pretty soon. As of now, India C is leading the table with 9 points. India B with seven. India A with
Mm.
six, and India D are yet to win a game. So
Wow.
yeah, it's going to be interesting few a nervous few days before the next round kicks off. And as we keep saying, these are all auditions for the next year's worth of tests. India have got 10 tests
Mm.
remaining, and of
How
course the
does
final.
India C and B have different points?
Good
That is a net run rate,
question.
but good question. Yeah.
I it's either because they must have won both innings in the other game, and that's probably why they've gotten more points. But again, I'm just guessing.
Is
So
there, is there
basically,
is I'm assuming win is just a certain point, right? Because the main difference being it
No,
seems
no,
to
but
be one
no,
it'll
win
be
is by
winning both
runs.
innings to give you more points.
Yeah, so that's what I'm
So
saying.
what
One is won by runs and the other one's won by wickets.
now,
That's what
what
it.
happens is in most of these list A games, if you take a lead in the first innings, you get extra points. Even if the game turns out to be a tie, you get extra points. So that's how India C have got 3 points out
Yeah,
of this
exactly.
game, whereas India B has got one. I think the one is just because there's been a draw, and because of winning the first innings, they got two additional points, and that's why you've got India C with
Oh, okay.
nine.
So if you win the innings, that's your. No, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
I, I,
Quick
I
fire
was.
question for you, Chai.
Yeah.
Yes.
Takeaways from this game.
Be consistent. You can't
Analogy.
have a hitter on this.
Me?
What's yours,
Randy?
Randeep?
No, tell Aya, get rid of the glasses. Get into your freaking. Get into your basics. We're
Yeah.
rooting for you, but get it together, man.
Yeah. About
Yeah.
the same for me, to be honest. I'm like, we need people to just apply themselves in a red ball fashion,
Yeah.
and maybe you'll be in the main squad.
Because there's a lot of tests
And
coming.
the best thing is the selectors have left some bait for people who are playing these because they've only announced the game for the first test, the first test.
Cool.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Moving on, let's talk about a game that never happened. I'm talking about the
A historic
first,
game.
first test for Afghanistan versus New Zealand,
Oh, was that meant to be a game? I thought it was
hosted.
an overseas trip.
The stadium, the rain, the stadium, nothing allowed the game to progress. So
It's so
it
funny
was,
because do you know New Zealand hired like coaches for the game to like help them with prep for the Indian conditions. I mean, I know it'll probably for the long term
Yeah.
plan of like how they're
yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
play, but just for this one off game, they hired like the Indian ex batting coach to help them prep
I,
Vikram Rathod.
Really?
Yeah,
I'd probably say they've got the Sri Lanka series straight after this. It must be to get accustomed to Indian subcontinent
but
style
Mm.
pitches.
the funniest thing is I think they only hired him for this one game. They're not taking him to Sri Lanka.
I mean, the conditions of the stadium have basically taken off the entire internet. There've been so much hate coming for the groundsman, the way BCCI, etc., etc. But I think I was reading a little further, but Afghanistan provided three options, and it was them who
Okay.
chose Indore because
Ah,
it
okay.
was closer to Delhi for their
Flights and
travel.
stuff.
Yeah.
Flights. Yeah.
So it was not that India or BCCI said you got to play here. BCCI
Yeah.
gave them three options and they chose the stadium. And that
Right.
stadium, I mean, I was doing a little more read ups there
Yeah.
around that. That was the same stadium where Sehwag scored his famous 219. So,
Mm.
so it's
Mm.
got some history, it's got some decent records. I guess it's just bad luck, bad time, and bad weather.
Yeah. It's okay. Hopefully they get another test match soon.
Hopefully. We're rooting for you,
Yeah.
Afghanistan.
That's right. As I said before, drop Pakistan, give Afghanistan a whole world tour for the year,
Jeez.
or extend the connection camp.
Connection camp.
They've been connecting for a while, so
Extend
Yeah.
the connection camp.
All right. The next and most exciting topic, and on which we'll probably wrap up this episode, is thoughts on the first test between India and Bangladesh, which is going to start in 3 days from the time we are recording, of course.
yeah.
So, Raj, what are you expecting?
Um, I think Liton Das is gonna come good. So he'll be the trouble boy for India. That
Mm.
man always scores against India somehow. I reckon him and Mushfiqur Rahim are gonna be like the danger boys. If you get them out, the whole team's gonna go. Actually, sorry, no. I've got one more name. Mehdi Hassan Miraz, and Liton Das. Forget Mushfiqur. We'll remove Mushfiqur from my hot list. It's gonna be those two players who are gonna trouble India. Um, and I think from India's side, I'm really hoping, really hoping we get some Kohli runs. I really want a century because that man, I really need him to score a century in India
Yeah,
because
no.
it's been too long.
Yeah.
It's been too
Yeah.
long. And I'd love it if if he finishes Bangladesh, New Zealand on a very high, so that when he comes here, like it'll just
Mm.
be a different level.
He's primed. Yeah.
The good old Kohli is back.
Yeah, charged up Kohli. Ooh.
Cool. Randeep, what do you reckon?
I think it'll be interesting. I'm more in terms of batting. I think like we've seen a bit of him, but Jaiswal, I want really him
Oh,
to
yeah.
grow, right? Like we know he's our next opener, right? Like it's confirmed. It's this, it's not like after Sharma and Kohli and the big guys. I really want him to push hard and solidify his face, which he has, but I really want him. So I think he'll be pretty good. In terms of bowling from India, it'd be good to see Ashwin. I haven't seen him for a while, so it's been a while. Obviously, tell me if I'm wrong. He hasn't played for a while, right? Even
Since the IPL.
since the IPL, he hasn't. Yeah, so Red Ball has been quite a while.
Yeah.
Red Ball has
I
been
mean,
quite a
since
while.
since
So
the England series, he hasn't played for India at
yeah,
least.
yeah,
I really hope he's been keeping fit because we'll need him.
yeah,
We'll need him for every single day. Because it's India, right? And in India, you need three boys: Jaddu, Akshar, Ashwin. Fast bowlers
mm,
can just J chill. I mean, I guess given it's Bumrah, he's not going to J chill. He'll get all the
yeah,
wickets anyway. But um, yeah, it's going to be interesting.
yeah. They've
Coming
got
in
mid.
this hot Bangladesh, oh,
Yeah.
it could be dangerous.
Well,
Yeah.
hot compared to who, but So-
Yeah, but it's all about the confidence, right?
yeah,
It's all
no,
about
no,
the
I know, I
Yeah.
know.
confidence. Yeah.
No, no, no. I understand, but yeah, I think the challenge is going to be on India because with a Bangladesh spin and everything, so it'll be I think something to watch. And
So,
India hasn't been doing well with spin.
so from the stats I know, India's
Yeah,
never lost a test match to Bangladesh. Um, and
Well,
India's on a very hot streak right now at home.
yeah.
hmm.
And imagine Bangladesh topples them over.
Oh,
Because India
Yeah.
hasn't
So
played red ball cricket in so long. Like their mindset's
yeah,
always been like has been in like white ball lands, right? Like T20s, not even ODIs, like T20s.
yeah.
T20s,
Partnerships
correct.
ain't no thing.
So that's why,
Well,
right? Like Bangladesh got the upper hand with some rebel practice and wins. Not even just like practice because they played a couple of games. It's actually wins, convincing wins.
Yeah, yeah.
and
So
also
yeah,
Saqib Al Hasan flew to UK to play some county.
Oh, to warm himself up a little bit.
well,
Oh, oh well. So and he's had a decent outing as well. He's got 9 wickets in the game, and he's going to join the squad pretty soon. Yeah, for me, Saket, you never know how this man turns out until he actually turns up on the pitch, either with the bat or ball. So he's a person to watch out. But yeah, I'm gonna say the test is gonna last for 3 days. Bangladesh is
oh.
gonna, right? India is gonna win by an innings.
India's gonna win by an innings. Well, that's a
Innings.
big call.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, there is some stats that support you because based on their head-to-head, the last 5 games, again, I'm not too sure if it's test, but they've in 2019 they've won twice by innings and like 46 runs or 130 runs. So this this was a while ago,
See,
but there's some stats
I'm
to support that. Yeah,
Yeah, the way I see it, you go day one, yeah, Jaiswal, Rohit, and Kohli and Chipman
yeah,
score big runs. We're gonna bat till day two lunch. and
Wait,
then
wait.
there.
I may put a question mark on Shubham. Shubham. He scares me. Gil scares me. That guy has
See, I
not had a
think
consistent streak. He scares me.
he's. I mean, now he doesn't have the run rate pressure, right? Now he doesn't have the
Yeah, yeah,
strike rate pressure, so he could take his own time to settle in and play along. If if Rohit and Yashasvi knock the ball
yeah.
around, take the shine off the ball, and yet if Shubman can't settle himself, then uh, it's him to blame for himself.
GTFO.
Yeah.
Wait. So
Uh,
sorry. Who's gonna be the man of the match then, Chai? Who's gonna be the player of the match? Star
Rohit
performer.
Sharma. Rohit Sharma.
Getting double hundy.
Doubles, yeah. Calling it big.
Oh!
Calling it big. Calling it big.
I
Yeah.
love all the big calls. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Rohit. I'm banking on Rohit for this one.
yeah.
Make sure that happens. Cool. Yeah, so the match is gonna start in 3 days' time. We should hopefully catch up, and we'll talk you all through on how the game's tracking. We'll be here when the second test kicks off as well. So tune in, watch us, like, share, subscribe, follow us, tell us what you like about the show, and tell us that 32 people born in 1992 are old or not.
No, they're not old. They're not old. I was just saying based on cricket. Oh my God.
I
You're
don't
gonna
know.
not let me die that down. Oh my God.
So, on that note, let's wrap up this episode. Thanks for
No,
tuning in, guys. Until next time. See ya.
thanks. Bye.
Adios. Bye.